Dada, you are live.
Oh, great.
Neeraj, I have shared a link to you on WhatsApp. Just check it.
Acha, who is the host? Who has got the control? Neeraj?
Dada, myself, I am going to make you host, right?
No, you need not make me host. Because if I am engaged in the discussion, the conversation, so
Yeah.
I will not be able to control. So,
No issue, no issue. I will take control so that anybody if unmute, then I will mute themselves.
Morning, Dada.
Very good morning, Manpreet sir.
Good morning. How are you?
All well, sir, all well.
good morning, Manpreet ji.
Good morning. कैसे हैं आप?
Yeah, we are fine. We are fine. We are fine. Hope you all are keeping fine there in Canada.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
and your
All good.
okay, great, great, great. So we have already around 26, 27 persons have already joined in. We'll just start in 2 minutes. Okay. And it's good that, first of all, we are thankful to you that you have taken out your time and joined with us in this session. The last session was the feedback of the participants was very good. It was very interesting and informative as well. I have our CEO, Mr. Sajid Ahmed. So I will ask Sajid to say a few words welcoming Mr. Manpreet, Dr. Manpreet. Uh,
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Manpreet. So
Good
thank you so
morning.
much. And Dada, Abhijit sir has told you already that the last session was really awesome, and we were getting a lot of appreciation. So I'll be sharing the video of the last session with you. So thank you so much, sir, for sparing time again for this week. So we just wanted to have as we shared that we want to continue these such kind of sessions, and as you are sparing some time from your busy schedule, we can understand that the time also in Canada time is it's late night. So thank you so much, sir, for joining and helping everybody here in India.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for that.
Thank you, sir.
so we have Mr. Raman Shukla is also has joined. He's a CEO of the organization. So Raman, you would like to say a few words to start before we start?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing the valuable time in this scenario, sir. On behalf of our whole Vserv team, we are very much thankful to you for supporting in this social cause. Actually, we as Vserv, our full team always wanted to do for society whatever we can do, sir. So that is what we have arranged this complete program for our colleague, customers, and whomsoever who are required, who are not able to contact somebody in the time of this pandemic, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure, and thanks all of you. Actually, this time it's a very critical and a crucial time, and I'm always there to help everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manpreet. Acha. For all the participants, let me introduce Dr. Manpreet. Dr. Manpreet is an eminent doctor. Presently, he is based out of Canada, and he has specialization. He has specialization in public health, which is very relevant in in today's scenario, in this situation. So we have requested, this is the second session for Dr. Manpreet with us. So we will start off. He will try to answer our queries, whatever queries and you have related to COVID and coronavirus. And also he will give us a general guideline and advice on what all precautions we should take in today's scenario in terms of to avoid this coronavirus effect, and also in case somebody gets affected, then what would be the home treatment, then particularly for in future we are listening lot of news in the newspaper and social media that third wave and all. So third wave is going to affect the kids more, so how to avoid those situations. So Dr. Manpreet will share his thoughts and his advices. For participants, if you have any query, we have the chat box open. Muted all the participants. If you have any questions, you can put your query on the chat box. We will try to, Dr. Manpreet will try to answer those queries. Start off this today's sessions, maybe there will be some repetitions of the previous sessions. Now I would like you to start let us know that since today there are a lot of new participants have joined, that what exactly is this coronavirus and why is it so dangerous than the other viruses. The virus is very common in human.
So, first of all, let us understand the differences between virus, bacteria, and other infectious diseases. So, virus particles are dead when they're outside the body. So, they are actually nothing, they are just dead particles. Until or unless they enter inside our body, they are almost dead. I would say 100% dead, because they don't have their own machinery, to sustain. So what they do when they enter inside our body, then they become active. They use our machinery, gets activated, and they multiply inside our body. Right? So, most of the people have this question.
ये कौन से है? वो कौन सा ब्रांड है?
म्यूट ऑल कर दीजिए।
ये तो 10 वाले के
Please.
Okay.
Dr. Manpreet, sorry.
So, okay. I think you can. I think you can. Everyone. You should mute everyone.
हमारी वीडियो लेकर हमारी वीडियो
let me speak to everybody. Please mute your phone once you are joining the call. First you mute the call, then join. There is an option for muting the call before joining also. So please mute your call. You can you are the host of this call. You can mute everybody.
Nishant is having the host of
मेरी दादी में काम खुद कराएगा।
मनोज मौर्य को म्यूट करो।
सब लोग यहाँ अगेन देखो तो म्यूट पे लगा के बैठ गए।
Sir, I think if you can make Dr. Manpreet Khurana as a co-host, then He can mute also.
Yeah. I think you should make me the host. I'll just mute everyone.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So okay. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so I was talking about this viral disease. Now, what happens is I can even read in the chat that there is one question where somebody is asking about that whether the vaccinated person can spread this virus to others. Now, this is a very important question. ये बहुत important question है कि अगर हमें वैक्सीन लग गई क्या हम वायरस दूसरे को स्प्रेड कर सकते हैं? So now this question has been in debate for a long time and इस पे बहुत सारे discussions भी हुए हैं. So even after vaccination, even after fully vaccinated, you can spread the virus. I won't say that it's 100% that you will be spreading. There is very less probability, but still you can. So अगर आप vaccinated हो गए हैं, if you are vaccinated, then also you should wear a mask. Right? Until or unless जब तक ये कोविड की सिचुएशन पैंडेमिक खत्म नहीं होता, वायरस एलिमिनेट नहीं होता, खत्म नहीं होता, तब तक हमें मास्क को नहीं हटाना है. Right? अभी in Australia there have been few places where the government said that you can go without mask because almost everybody is vaccinated. But in India it's not the scenario. In India the population is huge, so it will take some time for everyone to be vaccinated. So until or unless everybody is not vaccinated, you should not remove your mask, especially in India. And last time I was talking about herd immunity. Herd means jhund, right? So herd immunity means that if most of the people are vaccinated, then there'll be a time when this virus cannot be spread to other people. So we can say, that the pandemic is over. Now for that, the vaccination is the most important step. So everybody should be vaccinated. I would say fully vaccinated. Fully vaccinated means both the doses should be administered. Last time I didn't talk about Indian vaccines, but this time I even read about all the vaccines which are available in India. So there are at present 3 vaccines which are available. One is Covaxin, second is Covishield, and the third one is Sputnik. Now Sputnik vaccine is from Russia. Now Covishield vaccine is actually it's similar to adenovirus, which is a virus which is present in chimpanzees, right? So these vaccines, what they did, they are dead viruses. So when they administered these dead viruses into our body, our immune cells are created, which are known as memory cells. So they retain the memory, and as soon as we get infected, if we get infected in the future, our body is already prepared. So we have all the antibodies in our body which can fight against that particular virus, right? So vaccine is very important. I would say everybody should get both the doses of vaccine. And let me just see if there is any question.
One question in terms of vaccine. So if the lactating mothers can take vaccine, is it safe for lactating mothers to vaccine? And is there any preference that lactating mothers should take this, either Covaxin or Covishield? So is there any preference? So
yeah. So yeah, this is a very good question. And today there was a report which was given today. I will also share the report. I think any one of you can share the report afterwards to everyone. I will share the link. Now, today the report is being given. Now, what they did when they were, going for the trials. So how the vaccine is produced, they go for clinical trials and some trials on the patients, right? So when they were doing these trials, the pregnant ladies and lactating mothers were not included originally, right? But there were some females which were found to be pregnant, like whom in which the vaccine was administered. Now, in the latest report, which was introduced, which was given today, there has been a lot of research in US and in some other countries. They were doing a lot of research on pregnant and lactating mothers. Now, today it is recommended by all the organizations which are related to this particular research that it is safe in pregnant and lactating mothers. They should get the vaccine. Now, which vaccine should be given? That is another question. The Pfizer vaccine and Moderna vaccines are not available right now in India, right? So these two vaccines are recommended actually. So the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are considered to be, and they are recommended to be safe in pregnancy and lactating mothers. But right now in India, there are only 3 vaccines which are available. And I was going through an article which was saying that in India, soon the Pfizer and Moderna will be available, right? But what I would say is Covaxin and Covishield, and even the Sputnik, which is Russian vaccine, all of them are recommended, but their research is not being completed because all the research based on the lactating and pregnant females is being conducted in other countries. So Pfizer and Moderna were the vaccines which were used. AstraZeneca actually is Covishield. So Covishield is AstraZeneca in Canada and US. So it's exactly similar, right? So this vaccine has very rare effects on the, there are some blood clots which were detected by this vaccine. There is no other side effect. It is very rare. So I would say if like 1,000 people are administered, there can be one case of, these blood clots. So this is the only reaction which is being observed by the AstraZeneca vaccine. Yeah, so it is recommended for pregnant females. Most of the doctors are recommending second trimester. So after 3 months of the pregnancy, in the second trimester, it is considered to be comparatively safer to get the vaccine. So if somebody is pregnant, they should get the vaccine in the second trimester. If somebody is lactating or the lactating mothers, they should also get the vaccine. It's very important because even their babies, they will also be protected. It's very important to get the vaccine even in the lactating mothers. It is recommended. Previously, it was not recommended. They said they should not be given to these female patients, but there has been a lot of research and they have declared that it is recommended because if they get virus, they are considered to be immunocompromised. So pregnant females are immunocompromised. If they get the COVID, the coronavirus, if they are infected, the rate of mortality is super high, very high. So they can be, there can be death. So it's better to get a vaccine because the side effects are not that high as compared to getting coronavirus in a pregnant female. So I would recommend that if somebody is pregnant, they should get the vaccine in second trimester. If somebody is lactating, it's safe. They should get the vaccine.
Okay. Thank you. We have a few questions coming in that people who have already got infected by COVID. So in home treatment, what all treatments you should take at home? What is the home treatments? What are the home treatment process and all? So if you can share your thoughts on that.
So, being into allopathy, there has been a lot of debate. Allopathic doctors usually, I would say Ayurvedic treatment they don't consider because Ayurvedic treatment is not recommended, right, for any, COVID infected patients. The only thing which they can do if somebody is infected by this virus, so the first and the foremost thing is they should isolate because they should not spread this virus to other people. Now people are not understanding this thing. They are thinking, that if I don't have symptoms, if I am good, if I'm all right, I can go out, meri dukaan band ho jayegi. But he's not understanding that isi wajah se hi it is spreading to such massive level, right? So they should isolate, they should be quarantine, they should be into quarantine, right? So that's the first and the foremost thing. Second thing, uh, healthy diet. Healthy diet is very important even for the normal immunity. It's very important, right? Now if somebody who has a condition like diabetes, they are prone to getting severe symptoms, right? So any diabetic patient should be taken like extra care, right? Taking loads and loads of vitamin C. That's very, very important. Vitamin C is present in citrus fruits like lime, lemon, oranges. They are very good. Amla, right? These are high in vitamin C. They boost up the immunity. They are very good. Then antioxidants are also important, right? So some people take a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants are present in green tea, green apple, these kind of things, right? So they are also very good for your, for fighting against the foreign bodies. But this coronavirus, even if if the immunity is super high, your body will be able to fight it. But if your immunity is low, your body won't be able to fight it. And if you get coronavirus, you have to remain positive and calm. Don't think कि मेरे को कोरोना हो गया, अब तो मैं बहुत बुरा हाल है, मैं नहीं बचूंगा. Don't think that way, right? You have to be positive. जब हम positive होते हैं, so हमारी immunity cells ज़्यादा अच्छे से actively काम करते हैं. So we have to be positive and take it as a normal disease. Don't panic, right? Isolate yourself, take good hydration, take loads and loads of water. And India में जो mutant है, जिसकी वजह से oxygen level बहुत dip down कर रहा है, so it's better that you should be monitored. Monitoring is very important. So you should be monitored at all time. What is your oxygen level, oxygen saturation level? So if you have a pulse oximeter, that's very important. That's very important in India.
Okay. We are Dr. Khurana, we are nowadays listening a lot of news related to third wave, right? That next third wave will be coming. It is very imminent. One cannot avoid it. And third wave is likely to affect more on the kids and teenagers. Less than so. What are the precautions? These what is exactly why this third wave will be coming? Why people are saying that third wave is imminent? Number one, and what are precautions, particularly the kids and teenagers should take, considering in case third wave will be more devastating?
Okay, so in Canada, all the kids above 12 years of age are giving the vaccine. So they are giving vaccine to everybody who is above 12. So they recently started it. A lot of my friends, their kids, they got vaccinated, right? So above 12 years, it is recommended in Canada. I'm not sure about India. Now now every pandemic, there is a concept of different waves, right? First wave, second wave, third wave. It's actually related to every pandemic. So whenever some pandemic happens, it is usually seen that there are like few waves. First wave, second wave, and usually the third wave. After the third wave, it ends, right? Now, in India, as you know, that the cases were going down, and suddenly there was an outbreak and it spread to everyone, right? And there was a new wave which came out, right? There was an outbreak. Now, the reason why this outbreak came, as everybody know, that if more and more people are going in the crowded places without social distancing and mask, right? The virus spreads. Now, if the virus is spreading to a very high level, like people are gathering, right? They're spreading to everyone. If for example, I am infected and I'm going out without a mask, I am infected everybody who is less than 6 feet apart from me, because this is like, this is similar, this is very contagious. So if somebody who is close to me, less than 6 feet, he will get the virus for sure if I am infected and if I am in the infective stage. So if I'm symptomatic means if I am symptoms, then it means I am highly contagious. So I'm spreading it to everyone, right? So I have to keep myself isolated, right? So to prevent any sort of outbreak, the first and the foremost thing is avoid indoor gatherings. There should be no indoor gatherings. अपने रिश्तेदारों से मत मिलिए. If you are getting married, just do it with your own parents. That's it. शादी बाद में भी हो सकती है, राइट? मतलब I mean, उसका फंक्शन बाद में भी हो सकता है. शादी आप अभी कर लो, है ना? क्योंकि आजकल it says that पता नहीं बाद में हो ना हो, अभी कर लो फटाफट. So आप शादी कर लो, but don't go for the functions. Functions आप बाद में खूब enjoy करना जब एक बड़े पैंडेमिक खत्म होगा, ठीक है? तो डबल प्रोपेंसिटी से करना, right? Don't go for any kind of functions, don't do gatherings, birthday parties, birthdays एक साल बाद मना सकते हैं, सारी चीजें पोस्टपोन हो सकती हैं. So अगर आप चाहते हैं कि ये दोबारा से थर्ड वेव इतनी बुरी कंडीशन में ना क्रिएट हो, massive deaths ना हो, so the only thing which you should do is first is social distancing. हर किसी से 6 फुट की दूरी पे रहिए, right? हैंडशेक, हग्स बंद कर दीजिए, बिल्कुल बंद कर दीजिए, ठीक है? हमारा जो इंडिया का नमस्ते है वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो गो फॉर आवर ट्रेडिशनल कल्चर, राइट? नाउ दैट इज बीइंग फॉलोड एवरीवेयर. सेकंड थिंग, मास्क. नाउ कुछ लोग पूछते हैं कि N95 मास्क ही पहने, दूसरा मास्क पहने, क्या करें, है ना? मास्क पे भी बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. सो अगर आप नॉर्मल 3 प्लाई का मेडिकल मास्क भी पहन रहे हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो प्रोटेक्टिव. जरूरी नहीं है कि N95 ही पहनो, अगर आप नहीं अफोर्ड कर सकते या आप नहीं मिल रहा है नहीं है, तो आप मेडिकल मास्क आता है 3 प्लाई, राइट? सो ब्लू कलर के मास्क होते हैं जो मेडिकल मास्क होते हैं, दे आर वेरी गुड, ठीक है? तो यू कैन वियर दोज एंड उसके ऊपर आप क्लॉथ मास्क पहन सकते हो, सो डबल प्रोटेक्शन हो जाएगी, राइट? एक्स्ट्रा लेयर हो जाएगी। सो मेडिकल मास्क इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। मेडिकल मास्क यहाँ पर हॉस्पिटल्स में आपका मास्क उतरवा के मेडिकल मास्क पहनाते हैं, 3 प्लाई का नॉर्मल, हर हॉस्पिटल में देयर इज अ प्रोटोकॉल, सो दे आर वेरी प्रोटेक्टिव। यहाँ पर N95 यूज ही नहीं हो रहा है इन कैनेडा। 90% of the people are using medical mask 3 ply, so that is protective because यहाँ पर in Canada I would say people are taking full precautions, आज there are around 200 something cases every day, so it's almost like very low, right? In my entire province 200 cases, so imagine so many people are there in our province and only 200 cases. So the reason is that people are following social distancing 6 feet apart, right? So you should follow social distancing, wear double mask, medical mask with the cloth mask, right? Use sanitizer. Now कई लोग क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि इतना इन्फेक्टिव, इतना खतरनाक वायरस एक सैनिटाइजर से मर जाता है? Yes, because this virus is dead outside. So if you're using sanitizer, it's gone, right? ये अंदर आके ही dangerous होता है, आपकी बॉडी में एंटर, नोज के थ्रू ही एंटर होता है, right? So you have to protect your respiratory tract. ये respiratory tract के थ्रू ही लंग्स में जाता है, so आपको respiratory tract को कवर रखना है, हैंड्स को सैनिटाइज करना है, बिकॉज अगर आपके हैंड्स पे आ गया और आपने यहाँ पे टच किया तो आपके अंदर चला गया। So आपको हैंड्स को सैनिटाइज करना है, बार बार हैंड वॉशिंग करो, सैनिटाइज करो, कोई भी चीज आप टच कर रहे हो सैनिटाइज, आपके पास सैनिटाइजर हमेशा होना चाहिए, राइट? सो आप सैनिटाइज करते रहो। ये फोमाइट से भी आ जाता है, अगर कोई चीज टच हो रही है वहां से भी स्प्रेड हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये एक तरह का आप समझ लो सैंड पार्टिकल है या एक मिट्टी टाइप से है, वो नीचे पड़ी हुई है, अगर आपने उसको टच किया नाक में चलेगी, वो एक्टिवेट हो जाएगी। सो वायरस यही होता है, वायरस डेड होता है बाहर, इट इज नॉट एक्टिव, बट आपकी बॉडी में जाती है एक्टिव हो जाता है। So you have to take full precautions, use sanitizer, double mask and social distancing. बस ये 3 चीजें अगर आप कर लोगे तो ये खत्म हो सकता है। That's the only treatment available, right? I would say precaution, जिससे आप इसको spread को रोक सकते हो।
We have one
and
question
indoor
related,
gatherings बंद कर दीजिए।
We have one question related to N95 mask. Somebody jigging has asked whether N95 mask can be reused. Can we reuse the N95 mask?
Okay, so now this is a very good question. Any mask should not be reused, कोई भी मास्क हो। So it's better to use medical mask, रोज चेंज करिए, एक बार आपने यूज किया डिस्कार्ड इट।
Okay.
क्लॉथ मास्क को धो के पहनते हैं, क्लॉथ मास्क आप ऊपर लगा लो, वॉश करके पहन लो, इट्स ओके, बट मेडिकल मास्क को डिस्कार्ड ही करना है, वो सिंगल यूज के लिए होता है। देयर इज नो यूज, आपने उसको दोबारा से पहन लिया, बार बार उसको पहन रहे हो, एक जगह रख रहे हो, तो उसके ऊपर अगर वायरस इन्फेक्टेड हो गया बाहर की सरफेस पे तो वो स्प्रेड कर सकता है, क्योंकि आप टच करते लोग वैसे लोग मास्क पहनते हैं, नाक के नीचे होता है, मास्क पहने होता है नाक के नीचे रहता है, उसका कोई यूज नहीं है, सो कीप इट ऑन द नोज।
Okay.
हाँ जी, क्वेश्चन somebody was asking.
So we have a question that if the people who are having O type blood, do they have more risk of getting infected? Is there any such norms or any such conception that people having O group or A group or AB group?
Blood group has nothing to do with COVID infection. It is a respiratory tract infection. It goes to our lungs. So it's spread in the lungs. So it has nothing to do with your blood group. But I have not read about it. I don't know about it. So according to me, there is no relation. But I'll do some research. I'll see. Because first time somebody asked me this type of question.
Nowadays, we are, Dr. Khurana, we are also hearing a lot of informations related to black fungus. Right. So we would like to know something about this black fungus. What is exactly this black fungus is, how it gets how we get affected and why we get affected. Whether this, apart from COVID, any other patients also may get affected by black fungus or not, and how can we get rid of black fungus? So if you can share your thoughts on the black fungus.
Yeah, so black fungus is also known as mucormycosis, right? That's the scientific name. Now, mucormycosis is an infection which can occur in any patient with immunocompromised status. Now what happens, अगर किसी को COVID-19 होता है, right, they are having lung infection, उनको corticosteroids दिए जाते हैं. Now corticosteroids से क्या होता है, आपकी इम्यूनिटी बहुत डाउन चली जाती है, राइट. अब आपकी इम्यूनिटी डाउन गई, जितने भी फंगल इन्फेक्शंस होते हैं, खासकर म्यूकरमाइकोसिस या उसे ब्लैक फंगस भी कहते हैं, ये बहुत इसको बोलते हैं अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक इन्फेक्शंस. अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक इन्फेक्शन का मतलब होता है ये ब्लैक फंगस आपको हार्म नहीं करेगा, लेकिन अगर आपकी इम्यूनिटी कम है तो ये स्प्रेड करना शुरू कर देता है और ये बहुत डेंजरस होता है, राइट. रिसेंटली अभी एक पेशेंट से बात भी चल रही थी, उसके अंदर लाइक उसको कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स दिए गए उस पेशेंट को, राइट. जब कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स दिए गए तो इम्यूनिटी लेवल वेंट डाउन. Now because of that there was an outbreak of mucormycosis, which is also known as black fungus, right. Now what happens, जब वो mucormycosis उस पेशेंट को हुआ, वो पूरे के पूरे साइनसेस में स्प्रेड हो गया, right. It started spreading. Now why this is happening? Any fungal infection occurs in moisture. अगर मॉइस्चर होता है तभी ये डेवलप होता है. सो अगर यूजुअली क्या हो रहा है, काफी सारे हॉस्पिटल्स में या कहीं जगहों पर इवन जो ऑक्सीजन भी दी जा रही है उसमें प्रॉपर क्लीनिंग नहीं है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट देयर इज मॉइस्चर इनसाइड दोस ट्यूब्स, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट मॉइस्चर, उसके अंदर मॉइस्चर की वजह से वो ब्लैक फंगस या म्यूकरमाइकोसिस स्प्रेड हो रहा है. सो आपको मॉइस्चर का बहुत ध्यान रखना है. क्लीनलीनेस, क्लीन रहना बहुत जरूरी है. सैनिटाइजेशन, डिसइंफेक्शन, प्रॉपर क्लीन ट्यूब्स होनी चाहिए, है ना. हॉस्पिटल्स, अच्छे हॉस्पिटल्स में अगर आप अफोर्ड कर सकते हो, ट्राई टू गो टू अ गुड हॉस्पिटल इवन इफ दे आर एक्सपेंसिव, बिकॉज दे आर गुड. इस टाइम आपकी लाइफ सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट. एंड जो भी फंगस इन्फेक्शन है, म्यूकरमाइकोसिस जो हो रहा है, ये किसी भी पेशेंट में हो सकता है. इवन एड्स के जो पेशेंट होते हैं उनमें भी हो जाता है ये, क्योंकि एड्स में भी इम्यूनिटी डाउन चली जाती है बॉडी की, तो उनको म्यूकरमाइकोसिस बहुत कॉमनली होता है उनमें. सो ये उन्हीं में ही पाया जाता था, इम्यूनोकॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड पेशेंट्स में. सो कोविड की वजह से, कोविड में म्यूकरमाइकोसिस नहीं होता. कोविड के ट्रीटमेंट जब कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स दिए जाते हैं, उसके बाद जब इम्यूनिटी और डाउन हो जाती है, तब म्यूकरमाइकोसिस होता है. सो आप जिस भी पेशेंट में देखेंगे ब्लैक फंगस, उसको कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड दिए होंगे पहले. और कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स लाइफ सेविंग हो रहे हैं इस टाइम, क्योंकि इंडिया में ऑक्सीजन लेवल जब बहुत ज्यादा ड्रॉप कर जाता है, डॉक्टर के पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं होती, वो कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड ही देता है, क्योंकि कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड ही लाइफ सेव कर पा रहे हैं. उनकी वजह से डेथ हो जाती है अगर वो नहीं देंगे. अब वो हर चीज देखी जा रही है कि कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स दे रहे हैं तो बाद में ब्लैक फंगस आ जाता है. सो ब्लैक फंगस तभी आता है जब मॉइस्चर हो. सो मॉइस्चर को प्रिवेंट किया जाए, क्लीन ट्यूब्स हो, एंड कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स को प्रॉपर तरीके से धीरे धीरे बंद किया जाए. तो आप किसी क्वालिफाइड डॉक्टर से ही ट्रीटमेंट लें. कोई भी डॉक्टर अगर क्वालिफाइड नहीं है, मैं किसी को टारगेट नहीं करना चाहता, बट अगर वो लाइक क्वालिफाइड नहीं है तो आप उनके पास ना लें ट्रीटमेंट एट प्रेजेंट. आप किसी क्वालिफाइड जो डॉक्टर्स हैं उन्हीं से ट्रीटमेंट लें, जिनके पास प्रॉपर डिग्रीज हैं, स्पेशलिस्ट हैं. खासकर पल्मोनोलॉजिस्ट करके डॉक्टर्स होते हैं जो लंग स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं, वो इसमें सबसे एक्सपर्ट हैं. आप उनकी राय जरूर लें, भले आप राय ले लें. अगर एक्सपेंसिव लगते हैं, आप ट्रीटमेंट अपने डॉक्टर से कराएं, उनकी राय जरूर लें. उनसे पूछें कि भी मेरी ये कंडीशन है, क्या करना चाहिए. सो पल्मोनोलॉजिस्ट आर द बेस्ट डॉक्टर्स टू गो फॉर. और म्यूकरमाइकोसिस इज वेरी डेंजरस. ये बहुत जल्दी स्प्रेड होकर साइनस के थ्रू ये ब्रेन में भी चला जाता है. सो बेसिकली जो हमारा बेस होता है ना, स्कल बेस, ये उसके थ्रू भी स्प्रेड हो जाता है. सो इफ अगर वो उसको स्प्रेड कर गया तो इट बिकम्स लाइक, फिर बचाना मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अभी जिस पेशेंट की मैं बात कर रहा था, उनकी सर्जरी हुई है और सक्सेसफुल हुई. उन्होंने पूरा का पूरा क्लीन किया. नाउ ही इज ऑलराइट. सो अगर प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट किया जाए, प्रॉपर सर्जरी टाइम पे हो जाए म्यूकरमाइकोसिस में, वो उसको क्लीन कर देते हैं, रिमूव कर देते हैं, तो वो बच भी सकता है. तो ट्रीटमेंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Common symptoms of black fungus.
Sorry?
Whether how, as a common person, how do I know if I am infected with a black fungus? So what are the early symptoms or common symptoms?
Yeah. So usually, you know, ज्यादातर पेशेंट्स में हेडेक होता है. हेडेक इज अ वेरी कॉमन सिम्टम. जब ब्लैक फंगस होता है उनको सीवियर हेडेक होने लग जाता है, राइट. इट मींस इट इज स्प्रेडिंग, क्योंकि वो साइनसेस में स्प्रेड होता है. और जब भी हमारे को साइनसाइटिस होता है ना, तो यूजुअली हमें हेडेक हो जाता है. साइनसाइटिस का पेन से हेडेक एग्रेवेट होता है, राइट. सो हेडेक इज वन ऑफ द वेरी कॉमन सिम्टम्स. दूसरा, उनको कलर्ड डिस्चार्ज आने लगता है, राइट. ब्लैक कलर का डिस्चार्ज आने लग जाता है कई बार. सो इट्स अ वेरी एविडेंट फीचर. और किसी ने भी अगर कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड लिए हैं, उसका ट्रीटमेंट हुआ है कोविड-19 का, कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड्स दिए गए हैं डॉक्टर्स के पास, तो दे हैव टू टेक एक्स्ट्रा प्रिकॉशन. मॉइस्चर का बहुत ध्यान रखना है, ठीक है ना. कोई भी मॉइस्चर, स्टीम, जैसे उस टाइम अगर स्टीम लेंगे वो मॉइस्चर क्रिएट करती है, तो स्टीम ना लें उस टाइम।
We have a few more questions. That is there any chance that we might get a severe infection if we have a COVID once and recovered before? So once say somebody gets a COVID, is there any chance to get him being affected once again, and that second effect can be severe? So is there any
दोबारा
such
इन्फेक्टेड डेफिनेटली हो सकते हैं, दोबारा इन्फेक्टेड, बट सीवियर नहीं होगा बिकॉज एंटीबॉडीज ऑलरेडी बन चुके हैं। सो एक तरह से ये मान के चलिए कि उनको वैक्सीन लग चुकी है, सो उनका इन्फेक्शन सीवियर नहीं होगा, लाइट होगा, माइल्ड होगा। So the infection will be mild if they get COVID-19 once. So the second infection will be mild. It will not be severe.
Okay.
Can I put my one question, Abhijit sir? I'm Rohit Srivastava from Sultanpur.
Yeah, Rohit.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Manpreet.
And also put your
Hi.
question on the anyway, you can go ahead. You can put your question on the chat box as well. Now you can ask the question.
Okay. So, Manpreet sir, last month I got detected with COVID-19. Okay, and I isolated myself at home and taking all the medication prescribed by doctor. That's what normal medication like paracetamol and ivermectin and azithromycin. Okay. So my question is, I'm already having a virus which is hepatitis B. Can I take vaccination? If yes, I can take the vaccination. Then when I can, when I should go for this vaccination?
Sorry, you are having hepatitis B? I didn't get it. Like you're infected or what?
No, I'm already having hepatitis B, and I'm getting treatment of hepatitis B since last 1.5 years.
Okay. So you got hepatitis B 1.5 years back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are taking medicines for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is anti-cavir. That is anti-cavir. One tablet I'm taking.
Okay.
So can I go for vaccination or not?
Can you tell me your medicine which you are taking for that? What's the name?
Anti-hep.
Anti-hep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check the salt. Just a second. Okay. Anti-hep.
Can I spell it? Is
No,
E-N-T-H-E-P. Okay. Sir.
Okay, so according to the Global Hepatology Society, now this society is actually at a global level. Hepatology means anything related to liver, right? जब भी कोई liver disease होती है ना, hepatitis is actually a liver disease. अगर किसी को कोई भी liver disease है, right, they should be prioritized for this vaccine. They are prone to severe COVID infection. तो उन पेशेंट्स में सीवियर कोविड इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है, तो उसमें वैक्सीन बहुत जरूरी है। जो भी वैक्सीन ट्रायल्स हुए हैं अब तक, अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेटेस्ट स्टडी जो मैं अभी पढ़ रहा हूँ, मेरे सामने है, सो इट सेज दैट उनकी इवैल्यूएशन कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली सेफ्टी नहीं देखी गई विद क्रोनिक लिवर डिजीज, राइट? देयर इज नो डेटा दैट इट कैन कॉज एडवर्स आउटकम्स। सो कोई एडवर्स आउटकम नहीं देखा गया उन पेशेंट्स में, सो इट इज रिकमेंडेड बाय दिस सोसाइटी दैट दे शुड बी वैक्सीनेटेड. So vaccination is the key of preventing the spread and reducing serious illness and death due to COVID-19. That is what is recommended. And they encourage all patients with hepatitis B to talk to their clinical care providers about getting vaccinated. So what they advise is that it is recommended, but you should talk to your doctor who is giving you the treatment because he knows your condition very well. So it is recommended, but still you should take your doctor's prescription as well.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, Dr. Khurana, we have one more question from one of our participants. Is there any test available to check somebody's antibody level? Because as we understand that if you get infected once, you develop an antibody in your system. If you
Yeah.
get the vaccine, you develop antibody. Now, is there any test available to check the antibody level in someone's body? What is my antibody level? So, is there any test available today?
Definitely. There is always a test for all the vaccines. We can check the antibody level 100%. We can check the
What is that?
antibody. If somebody is infected, we can check the antibody whether they should be vaccinated or not. Because this was also a question last time. I remember somebody asked that if I got an infection, after how long I can get the vaccination done, right? So if you're infected with COVID-19, you already have the antibodies. So basically, what they do is they check your antibody level. What is the antibody level? And they give you vaccine accordingly. If the antibody level is low, they give you the vaccine. If it's high, then it's not required.
So what is the major between, sir, high antibody and low antibody? What is the level of that measurement? Like I have tested my antibody level. It has came around IgG level is 12. So is it
Okay, that I have to check. Let me just check.
that is my question.
Okay, no worry. Okay. Now, these antibody levels, it depends on the type of testing done. Every test, every laboratory have different measurements. जैसे अगर आप ये लाल पैथ लैब में कोई टेस्ट कराते हो या आप डॉक्टर डैंग पैथ लैब्स हैं इंडिया में जो कि वन ऑफ द बेस्ट हैं, वहां पर कोई आप टेस्टिंग कराते हो तो उनके जो स्टैंडर्ड्स होते हैं ना, दे आर डिफरेंट. सो आपके जो लैब का स्टैंडर्ड है वो उस रिपोर्ट में लिखा होता है कि नॉर्मल रेंज कितना है. अगर आप उस नॉर्मल रेंज के अंदर आपकी रिपोर्ट आ रही है, then it's good. अगर उस normal range से below आ रहा है, then you should get vaccinated. So that is how we read the reports. But still, I'll go through. You can share the report with me, and then.
Okay, I will share, sir. But उसमें जो level होता है वो तो 1 से ऊपर होना चाहिए. तो 1 से ऊपर में जैसे हमारे कुछ colleagues का 1 आया, 2 आया, 3 आया, मेरा 12 था. तो
Okay. So इसका मतलब आपका एंटीबॉडी लेवल ऑलरेडी काफी अच्छा है.
हाँ, तो लेकिन
आपने वैक्सीनेशन लगवाई थी या कोविड इन्फेक्टेड?
वैक्सीन नहीं लगाई थी और 6 मंथ पहले भी 12 था, 6 मंथ बाद भी चेक किया तो 12 था. वैक्सीन तो अभी लगवाया 1 मई को. उसके पहले
आपको कोविड हुआ था पहले?
जी, कोविड हुआ था.
हाँ, तो वही ना, अगर आपको कोविड हुआ है तो डेफिनेटली आपका एंटीबॉडी लेवल हाई आएगा ही आएगा. बिकॉज कोविड होने का मतलब आपके अंदर मेमोरी सेल्स बन गए हैं. सो मेमोरी सेल्स आर बेसिकली एंटीबॉडीज जो आपकी बॉडी में फॉर्म होते हैं. अब जब कोविड हो गया तो एंटीबॉडी लेवल हमेशा ज्यादा होगा. बिकॉज ऐसा मैं आपको एक चीज समझाता हूँ. जब आप वैक्सीन लेते हैं, वैक्सीन मार्केट में 2 तरीके की है इस टाइम. एक है डेड वैक्सीन, दूसरी है मैसेंजर आरएनए, राइट? mRNA इज लाइक, ये अगर आप पढ़ोगे, जब रेप्लिकेशन होता है और ट्रांसलेशन स्टेप्स होते हैं डिफरेंट, मैं उसमें डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगा. बट mRNA को लेके, ये डीएनए के अंदर होता है. बेसिकली डीएनए बनाता है हमारा. डीएनए मतलब जो हमारा जेनेटिक मटेरियल है, जीन्स में होता है.
डॉक्टर, कोवैक्सीन और बाकी सारी की सारी जो वैक्सीनेशंस हैं जो mRNA पे बेस्ड हैं, उनमें डिफरेंस मुझे पता करना है. क्योंकि दोनों के अंदर में बेसिकली इट इज टेकन फ्रॉम द डीएनए. वी टॉक अबाउट कोवैक्सीन, and if we talk about any of the other vaccines which are available in the market, most of them are based on mRNA.
Okay,
like
so
Covishield.
mRNA based vaccines are Pfizer and Moderna.
Can you detail?
So Pfizer, yeah, Pfizer vaccine is considered to be the best in the world right now, right? मुझे पता है अभी इंडिया में अवेलेबल नहीं है, बट वर्ल्ड में नंबर 1 वैक्सीन वही है. वो mRNA से बनी है. लेकिन जो आपकी कोविशील्ड है वो mRNA वैक्सीन नहीं है, वो डेड वायरस है, राइट? वो डेड वायरस आपकी बॉडी में इंजेक्ट किया जाता है, राइट? वैक्सीन के कई सारे टाइप्स होते हैं. लाइव एटीन्यूएटेड होती है, डेड वायरस होता है, mRNA, रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए टेक्नोलॉजी से बनाई जाती है. सो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है जो कोविशील्ड है, इट इज कंसिडर्ड, इट इज सिमिलर टू एस्ट्राजेनेका. इसकी 90% इफेक्टिवनेस देखी गई है अगर दोनों डोज लग जाए. पहली डोज 70% एफिकेसी दिखा रही है एट प्रेजेंट, राइट? सो डिफरेंट, जैसे कोवैक्सीन है, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 81% इफेक्टिव, राइट? फाइजर के जो इफेक्ट्स हैं वो ऑलमोस्ट 95% से ऊपर आ रहे हैं, राइट? सो इट डिपेंड्स आप कौन सी वैक्सीन ले रहे हो। नाउ इस वैक्सीन का क्या डिफरेंस होता है कि अगर आप ले रहे हो mRNA की वैक्सीन, तो वो वैक्सीन प्रेग्नेंट फीमेल्स में, लैक्टेटिंग मदर्स में आराम से दी जा सकती है, उसका कोई साइड इफेक्ट नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता। लेकिन अगर आप किसी को एटीन्यूएटेड या थोड़ा वीक वायरस दे रहे हो, है ना, तो उसमें थोड़ा सा इफेक्ट आता है। बट कोई भी वायरस इस टाइम इसमें कोई भी एटीन्यूएटेड नहीं है, सारे किल्ड वायरस हैं। सो किल्ड वायरस का भी कोई खास रिएक्शन नहीं होता बॉडी में, राइट? सो दीज आर सेफ. किल्ड वायरस वैक्सीन, mRNA वैक्सीन, बोथ आर सेफ. सो बोथ आर गुड. सो कोवैक्सीन भी अच्छी है और कोविशील्ड
जो mRNA सिंगल सेल पे बेस्ड होता है, मतलब सिंगल थ्रेड पे बेस्ड होता है, और डीएनए जो है वो डबल, मतलब पूरा का पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है,
डीएनए जो होता है वो डबल
स्ट्रैंड
स्ट्रैंडेड होता है। mRNA उसकी कॉपी, वो एक्चुअली, हाँ, वो सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड होता है mRNA, हाँ जी, बट इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विद वैक्सीन।
बट mRNA, अगर हम कोवैक्सीन की बात करें तो उसके बारे में बोला जाता है कि दिस इज समथिंग विच विल प्रिवेंट यू फ्रॉम ऑल दी अदर म्यूटेंट्स एज वेल, विच आर
इवन एस्ट्राजेनेका
म्यूटेड
भी
फॉर्म।
प्रिवेंट करेगी,
लेकिन उसका स्टडी का कोई भी रिपोर्ट नहीं आया अभी तक।
एस्ट्राजेनेका के रिपोर्ट्स हैं। एक्चुअली द थिंग इज कि एस्ट्राजेनेका यहाँ पर ज्यादा यूज हो रही है, राइट? इंडिया में कोविशील्ड जो है उससे बेटर कोवैक्सीन मानी जा रही है, बिकॉज वो म्यूटेंट पे कह रहे हैं इफेक्ट दिखा रही है, इफेक्टिव है। बट तीनों ही वायरस, लेट मी कोट इट, कि ये सच है कि सारी वैक्सीन्स आपको मरने से बचाएंगी। इवन अगर म्यूटेंट वायरस भी आपको इन्फेक्ट कर रहा है तो आप
BS 1671 उस वाले के अगेंस्ट में भी, म्यूटेटेड फॉर्म, डबल म्यूटेशन वाले, उसके अगेंस्ट में भी वो प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं कोई भी वैक्सीन।
मोर्टेलिटी कम करेंगी, मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा 100% प्रोटेक्टिव है, मोर्टेलिटी कम करेंगी। देखो फाइजर वैक्सीन इंडिया में यूज नहीं हो रही है, और इंडिया में जो कंडीशन चल रही है उस पर डिफरेंट टाइप का कंट्रोवर्सीज चल रही है। टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मेरा जो मेरी स्टडी होती है वो ज्यादातर, मैं क्योंकि कनाडा में हूँ तो मैं स्टडी यहीं पर ही सारी अपनी देख रहा हूँ, सारी फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, देख रहा हूँ, समझ रहा हूँ। बट
मेरा
इंडिया में
फॉलोअप क्वेश्चन एक और था कि मतलब डज इट डिपेंड ऑन, डज द एफिकेसी डिपेंड ऑन द ज्योग्राफिक लोकेशन एज वेल, कि मतलब अगर कोई कहीं और, नो? ओके,
यूजली नो, बिकॉज इसको देखो, जो हमारा ह्यूमन मशीनरी होती है ना, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट द सेम, राइट? सो ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशन का ये बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट बीच में कहा था कि इंडिया वार्म कंट्री है, खत्म हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, कोल्ड में ऐसा होता है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है।
Dr. Khurana, we have few more questions coming up which are on the similar line in terms of vaccine, right? The people who have some kind of diseases, existing diseases, like I have a specific question that if people have some epilepsy, right? Will he, does he need to take any precaution before taking vaccine, or can he take vaccine, go and take vaccine without consulting a doctor? Or on the similar line, if I'm having any other specific disease, existing disease, do I need to consult my doctor before taking vaccine, or can I straight away go to vaccine center and take it?
Okay, I'll give you some examples for this question. If somebody is diabetic, they should go for vaccine without any prescription. But if their diabetes is highly uncontrolled, sugar level बहुत ज़्यादा high है, then definitely they should get it controlled first and get the vaccination done. So vaccination is safe in every condition. They should get the vaccination. So don't worry about your diseases. You can take, always take, always consult your doctor before going for vaccination if you have a particular disease, you are on medications. Because आपकी इम्यूनिटी कई बार बहुत लो भी होती है, तो डॉक्टर उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपकी ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शन को थोड़ा चेंज करके और आपको वैक्सीन के रिकमेंडेशन देता है, बट वैक्सीन इज सेफ। इवन मेरे पेरेंट्स दोनों डायबिटिक, मेरी मदर डायबिटिक हैं, सो वो हाइपरटेंसिव भी हैं, so she got vaccination done and it was like Pfizer, she got Pfizer and it was 100% good, like उनको कोई फीवर, हल्का फीवर भी नहीं आया। So usually किसी को थोड़ा बहुत हल्का फीवर आता है, थोड़ा पेन होता है, स्पाज्म आ जाता है, दैट्स इट। कोई एक थोड़े बहुत हैं सिम्टम्स आते हैं। सो आफ्टर वैक्सीनेशन, मेरा तो जिस टाइम वैक्सीनेशन हुआ था उसके 1 घंटे बाद ही मैं ऑफिस चला गया था। सो इट इज कोई बहुत ही माइल्ड रिएक्शन, इट इज नथिंग मेजर।
Good morning, sir. I'm calling from Calcutta, Pushkar. Hello.
The chat box. Pushkar, you can put your question on the chat box. We'll answer, right?
Sir, actually,
let him ask. No issues.
Sir, actually, my wife, she had an open heart surgery, and her tissue valve has been transplanted. So, like, her heart rate goes ups and down. So, in this case, shall she, take a vaccine?
You have to consult your cardiac specialist.
Cardiac specialist.
100%। अगर कोई भी स्पेसिफिक ऐसी कंडीशन है तो कार्डियक सर्जन जो भी हैं आपके, कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट हैं, उनसे बात करो आप। उनके रिकमेंडेशन के बिना कुछ भी मत करिए।
अच्छा सर, थैंक यू सर।
So, Dr. Khurana, we are at this last stage of our today's session. My last question I have is that, is there any, we had these 2 sessions in 2 subsequent consecutive 2 weeks, and got a lot of knowledge from you in terms of COVID. There have been a lot of queries, and thank you so much. You have answered it. I have one last question, that now, since there are a lot of new developments happening in terms of COVID, right? So from your side, is there any, do you have any suggestion that, yes, now since COVID has come to this stage, now in next stage, what we are anticipating, we should take some extra precautions or some specific precautions rather, right? In terms of third stage or fourth stage, some extra precautions one should take.
Okay, so I would like to discuss some important points. If you want to note down, you can, like, avoid travel. If it's not emergency, not important, avoid all the travels. Stay home. Avoid indoor gatherings. Wear a double mask. Until or unless this coronavirus ends or pandemic ends, don't remove your mask at all. Don't, like, well, if you're meeting people, social distancing. So stay 6 feet apart from everyone. I know it's very difficult in India because there's a lot of, like, the population is too much. You cannot, be 6 feet apart. Even in the elevators or the lifts, you cannot be 6 feet apart. So the only thing you can do is avoid going outside. If you are buying groceries, buy in bulk. Consider it very effective. Don't take it serious, like, leniently. People are, going out, enjoying, going for birthday parties. They are saying, "Choti si life hai, main to karungi, ya main to karunga." So don't go that way. Don't be careless, because केवल आपकी life ही stake पे नहीं है, दूसरों की भी है ना. So if you don't consider your life important, consider others' life important. People are not considering other people's life. They are just going outside, roaming around, going for parties, going for, birthday parties and all those stuffs. So the only way you can stop the spread is by taking precautions. Mask, medical mask, 3-ply medical mask, social distancing, sanitizers, hand washing, and remaining indoors with your family. Spend time with your family. This is a very good time to enjoy with your own family. अगर आपको कहीं बाहर जाना भी है तो जाओ, अपनी फैमिली जाओ और एंजॉय करके अपनी बाहर आ जाओ ना, सो वापस आ जाओ यहाँ पर, बिकॉज इन कैनेडा देयर आर लॉट ऑफ प्लेसेस वेयर देयर इज नोबडी, राइट? सो व्हाट वी डू इज वी गो आउट विद आवर ओन फैमिली, स्पेंड सम टाइम, सिट इन अ पार्क. आउटडोर्स आर सेफर. अगर आपका बहुत ज्यादा आपको जाना ही है तो आउटडोर जाओ. इंडोर्स, मॉल्स तो बिल्कुल नहीं, मूवी थिएटर्स बिल्कुल नहीं, एनी इंडोर स्पेस डोंट गो देयर एट ऑल. जैसे बड़े स्टोर्स हैं वहां पर जाना प्रिवेंट करिए, राइट? जैसे अगर आप बिग बाजार देखें तो वो बहुत क्लोज्ड एरिया में है, तो वहां पर जा रहे हैं तो एक ही बार में ज्यादा ग्रोसरी ले आओ वहां से, वो बेटर है. एक बंदा जाके जिसकी इम्यूनिटी सबसे अच्छी है वो जाए वहां पर, अपना वैक्सीनेटेड जो है, फुल्ली वैक्सीनेटेड, दे शुड गो. इवन आफ्टर फुल्ली वैक्सीनेटेड, टेक प्रिकॉशंस, वियर मास्क, राइट? अब अगर मैं भी अगर कहीं भी जाता हूँ, बाहर भी जाता हूँ, सो आई ऑलवेज वियर डबल मास्क, राइट? इवन आई एम वैक्सीनेटेड तब भी. So you have to wear mask, take full precaution. मेरे हर जगह सैनिटाइजर्स होते हैं, मैं हर चीज सैनिटाइज करता हूँ. यहाँ पे तो हर जगह लाइक बाहर हर जगह ही सैनिटाइजर्स है. ओपन एरियाज में भी सैनिटाइजर्स, पार्क्स में भी सैनिटाइजर लगाए हुए हैं, ओपन फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एवरीवेयर. एंड दे आर लाइक वो सेंसर वाले हैं, उसमें आप टच भी नहीं कर रहे हो कुछ. सो यू डोंट हैव टू पुश. इवन अगर पुश वाले हैं तो उनके लिए पैर वाला वो बना हुआ है जिससे आप पंप करते हो. So take full precautions. Don't touch the surfaces. Don't use public washrooms. Avoid that. Stay home, relax, enjoy time with your family. That's the best way to prevent the infection, right? And I was reading one question that how many days we should take rest after the vaccine and all those stuffs. So actually there is nothing recommended. Vaccine ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर वैक्सीन से मुझे ज्यादा फीवर आ रहा है तो मेरी वैक्सीन काम कर रही है. It's not like that. एक जस्ट रिएक्शन होता है, किसी को कम होता है, किसी को ज्यादा होता है, इम्यूनिटी पे डिपेंड करता है. सो वैक्सीन इज सेफ. वैक्सीन का कोई ऐसा हार्मफुल इफेक्ट नहीं देखा गया अब तक. अगर इंडिया में कुछ र्यूमर्स ये भी आए थे कि किसी को वैक्सीन लगी वो मर गया. सो बाद में पता चला कि वो मरा किसी और रीजन से था, वैक्सीन को ब्लेम कर दिया. सो वैक्सीन इज वेरी सेफ. सो गो फॉर वैक्सीन. ट्राई टू टेक फुल प्रिकॉशन, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, मेडिकल मास्क, सैनिटाइजर्स, cleaning everything, remain indoors. Don't go outside. Any indoor gathering should not be there.
Doctor, I have one question. That what is the possibility that the COVID can spread because of the surface of any packages or Amazon or which are coming from Amazon or food packages?
Okay.
The second question is, can it spread because of the food which you consume from outside?
Usually not. Now outside food doesn't spread virus. Usually food items में इसकी sustainability बहुत कम देखी गई है, इसीलिए कनाडा में कोई भी रेस्टोरेंट और डिलीवरीज को बंद नहीं किया गया. यहाँ पे सब कुछ ओपन है शुरू से. अब तो डाइन इन भी ओपन है यहाँ पर. So people are going inside the restaurants with social distancing. एक टेबल ब्लॉक्ड है, दूसरी ओपन है, ब्लॉक्ड है, दूसरी ओपन है, ओपन किया हुआ है. So restaurants are open in British Columbia. Like Ontario में बंद है. So it depends on the number of cases. यहाँ पर 200 to 300 है, Ontario में 1000 के ऊपर है. So अभी वहाँ पर थोड़ा सा लॉकडाउन है. So फूड से अब तक कोई भी केस ऐसा यहाँ पे स्टडी नहीं हुई कि फूड से उसको वायरस इन्फेक्ट हो गया. नो. सरफेस पे ये थोड़ी देर के लिए रहता है. सो सरफेस के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप जब भी, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अमेज़न से आपने कुछ मंगाया है, ठीक है, तो उसमें दो तरीके हैं. एक तो आप अपने हैंड को सैनिटाइज करिए, उसको टच किया है फिर हैंड को सैनिटाइज करिए. बेटर है कि आप उसको 48 आवर्स के लिए बाहर रख दो, उसके ऊपर थोड़ा स्प्रे डाल दो. लाइजॉल के स्प्रेज बहुत इफेक्टिव हैं, 99.9% किल करते हैं वायरस को. सो लाइजॉल के स्प्रेज आते हैं, वो आप हर जगह अपने घर में रखो. कोई भी सरफेस कंटेमिनेशन हो रहा है, जस्ट स्प्रे लाइजॉल. सो लाइजॉल इज वेरी इफेक्टिव. यहाँ पर लाइजॉल को बहुत बल्क में यूज किया जा रहा है. तो उसको आप स्प्रे करोगे, वो वायरस 100% एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा. सो इट्स डेड. वो ऑलरेडी डेड ही होता है, फिर वो स्प्रेड भी नहीं होता है. सो द ओनली वे इज लाइक फोमाइट बोलते हैं उसको, फोमाइट ट्रांसफर. सो अगर कोई भी फोमाइट मतलब जैसे आपने फॉब है, कोई हैंडल है, डोर हैंडल पे टच किया, वो वायरस ऐसे आपने नाक पे किया, आपके हाथ पे वायरस आ गया, आपने डोर हैंडल पे किया, वहां पे चला गया वायरस. एक तरह से ये डस्ट पार्टिकल मान लो आप, हर जगह जा रहा है ये. सो हमें हर चीज को सैनिटाइज करके, अगर हम हैंड सैनिटाइज करके टच कर रहे हैं, फिर हमने हैंड सैनिटाइज कर लिया, तो हमारे नाक में वायरस जाएगा ही नहीं. सो सैनिटाइज योर हैंड्स बिफोर एंड आफ्टर टचिंग एवरीथिंग. पहले सैनिटाइज करा, टच किया, फिर सैनिटाइज किया, डन, यू आर सेफ. तो आपने बार बार सैनिटाइज किया, मुंह पे माउथ मास्क है, सो मास्क की वजह से वो अंदर नहीं जाएगा, और आपने सैनिटाइज पहले कर लिया तो वो स्प्रेड होगा ही नहीं. सो यहाँ पर बिफोर एंड आफ्टर हर चीज को हर चीज को हम सैनिटाइज करते ही हैं, पहले और बाद में.
Okay. So, Dr. Khurana, thank you so much. We have come to the end of this session, and we are really very thankful that you have spared your time, and at this extended, now it is 11, almost 11:30 at Canada, and at this odd hour also you have agreed to join with us. We are really very thankful to you. That you joined with us and shared your thoughts, given your valuable advices. So before we conclude this session, Sajid, would you like to say?
Sir, thank you so much, Dr. Khurana. Actually, what happened, sir? just because of ignorance or less knowledge or wrong knowledge, people are suffering a lot. So if we get a right guidance from some senior doctor, so what happens that a lot of people lives can be saved actually. So whatever information which is coming to us should be 100% correct. So that was our motive, sir. This is a social cause, because everybody should get a right guidance from a very expert and experienced doctor. So that is the most important thing, sir. And you are helping us in taking forward this initiative. So we are very much thankful to you, and it's a great service to the nation, sir, and for the entire country, and the people are watching from across the globe also. So it's for everyone in the world as you are serving, sir, and we are very much thankful to you. We will request sir to keep on continuing such sessions, sir. Thank you so much. I will request Raman if you want to share something.
So once again, thank you, sir. I would like to thank you for your kind arrival, sir, at this event as a special cause which we are doing, sir. We felt great pleasure to have among all of us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure, and I will try my level best to give you the correct information. आपके कोई भी अगर questions होते हैं which I don't know or I have to do some research, I'll definitely look forward to. And I would say I'm not 100%, like nobody's 100% accurate. So if I'm not sure, I'll just tell you straightforward that I'll have to look forward into it. Yeah, but whatever I know, I'll try my level best to spread it to everyone, because there are a lot of rumors which are spreading across the nation. Because of that, people are getting a lot of problems, and I would love to help everyone that they should not do anything which is not recommended, because this is a very crucial time. Don't go for any kind of naturopathic treatments, because they will not help you, right? Naturopathic treatments are good for your immunity, general immunity. They're excellent. I don't say that they are not good, they are excellent. But if you get infected, consult your doctor, go to the doctor. Uh, Always consult, take prescriptions. If you are any medication, take consultation, go to your doctor. Doctors are the best person to help you out, and try to consult some pulmonologists or lung specialists, right? They are the experts. Being a public health, being into this fraternity, as a public health specialist, we read all these pandemics in detail, and we try to understand that why this is happening, what are the precautions we can take. So I can guide you that what can be done to prevent the spread. If you have any specific questions, you can email me. I'll just go through the reports and I can try to tell you what can be done. But it's better to take suggestion from the experts. Like if you have any heart problem, take the suggestion from the cardiac surgeon or the cardiac specialist. If you have any kidney disease, if you have any lung disease, talk to your specialist, because they are the best person to evaluate your situation, because every situation is different. Every patient is different. I cannot tell that if you have this disease you should do this. No, there is no rule, right? It depends on your condition, what medication you are being given. For example, if somebody is taking corticosteroid, it's an entirely different scenario, right? So they have immunocompromised situation. How much corticosteroid was given, that also depends on that thing. What were the doses, whether the doses were given in the proper manner, like going with the high and then slowly reducing the dose. That's a thing which we do with corticosteroids. They're very, they should be given with expert advice. So don't go to a doctor who doesn't know the accurate thing, that how to administer the corticosteroids. Corticosteroids देने का एक तरीका होता है, right? What dose you have to start and how to go down. You cannot just abruptly stop corticosteroids. उससे आपकी immunity बहुत ज़्यादा खराब होती है. Adverse reactions होते हैं, death होने लग जाती है लोगों की. So they are very, technique sensitive. So the person should be expert who is giving a corticosteroid. They should have the knowledge, correct knowledge about anatomy, physiology, all the body systems. That's very important, right? So go to a knowledgeable person and seek expert advice. And if you have any questions related to general health, how to spread this virus, what are the rumors, I can help you out in every manner.
Nishant would like to say anything.
Thanks a lot, Manpreet sir. It's a very good session basically, and I think nearby 125 person have already joined. Thanks again.
Neeraj?
My pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Khurana.
And great initiative by you all. Great initiative.
Thank you so much.
It's very good to spread knowledge, and it's in this time, everybody should be educated. It's very good.
Definitely, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a
Bye-bye.
lot.
Good
Thank
night.
you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.